Whiskers was a black cat. He had white paws. One day, Whiskers explored the garden. He saw a small hole in the fence. Whiskers squeezed through the hole. He found himself in a forest. The trees were tall and green. The air smelled like flowers and sunshine. Whiskers was lost. He meowed, but no one heard him. He decided to explore this strange new place. The forest was full of surprises. Butterflies shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. Mushrooms glowed in the dark. Little creatures flew past. They wore tiny clothes. Some played flutes. Others sprinkled magic dust. Whiskers saw a squirrel with a bushy tail. The squirrel spoke. "Welcome to Whispering Woods," it said. A fairy appeared. She had sparkling wings and a pink dress. A wand shimmered in her hand. "Hello," said the fairy. "I'm Fiona. You look lost, little cat." Whiskers purred. He told Fiona about the hole in the fence. "Don't worry," said Fiona. "I'll help you find your way home." Fiona took Whiskers to a clearing. 3 paths led in different directions. "One path leads home," said Fiona. "To find the right path, solve this riddle. Which path whispers your name?" Whiskers listened carefully. He heard his name whispered on the breeze. He followed the sound. He found the right path. Fiona waved goodbye. She gave him a small, shiny stone. "To help you find your way back someday," she said. Whiskers followed the path. Soon he saw his house. He jumped through the hole in the fence. He was home. Whiskers curled up on his bed. He looked at the shiny stone. It reminded him of his magical adventure.
Whiskers was a cat with a nose for trouble. One day, he followed a butterfly. The butterfly was bright blue and flew fast. Whiskers chased it into the woods. The woods were dark and deep. When Whiskers looked up, the butterfly was gone. Whiskers was lost. Whiskers felt scared. The trees were tall and the shadows were long. The wind whispered secrets. Whiskers went deeper into the woods. He hoped to find his way home. The woods were full of strange and wonderful things. The flowers glowed in the dark. The mushrooms were taller than Whiskers. He saw a little door in a tree trunk. It was smaller than his paw. Whiskers was very curious. He pushed the door open with his nose. The door swung open. A light shone from inside the tree. Whiskers peeked inside. He saw a winding staircase made of candy. Whiskers climbed the candy stairs. The stairs tasted like strawberries and cream. He came to a room filled with tiny furniture. A little old gnome sat in a rocking chair. The gnome had a long white beard. He smiled at Whiskers.
"Welcome, have some tea."
The gnome offered Whiskers a thimble filled with tea. Whiskers lapped it up. It was the best tea he'd ever tasted. Whiskers spent the day with the gnome. He met other creatures too. A fluffy squirrel with wings gave him nuts. A wise owl told him stories. By nightfall, Whiskers missed his home. The owl knew the way. She flew Whiskers back through the woods. Whiskers was happy to be home. He curled up in his bed. Whiskers knew he would never forget his adventure. He learned that even when lost, there is always something new to discover.